For most of human history, ghost stories relied entirely on trust. You gathered around a fire, like the family in this vintage photograph, listened to someone swear they saw something in the dark, and chose whether or not to believe them. That dynamic has changed. The demand for proof has birthed a massive community online, with creators aggregating and analyzing terrifying encounters captured on smartphones. These digital uploads are taking the place of the folklore we used to share in person. We naturally want to remain skeptical. We look for the logical explanation, the lens flare, the staged prank, the editing trick. But that rational defense breaks down when an ordinary person presents a raw CCTV file or an unedited audio log that displays a physical event we cannot explain. By deconstructing the internet's most viral unexplained stories, we can see exactly how the digital age uses our own devices to amplify our oldest fears. Ghost stories backed by digital receipts shift our reaction from curiosity to a lingering personal unease. They suggest that the unknown isn't just a story, it's something that can be documented and measured. Viral horror often begins in spaces that are supposed to be clinically secure or deeply familiar. One morgue worker spent a decade in a strictly clinical routine until it was shattered by a single cadaver. As he leaned in close to an elderly woman's face, her jaw slowly stretched open to an impossible width, and she emitted a guttural scream that the veteran worker later described as unlike any human sound he'd ever heard. These breaches of safety even follow us into our travels. An Airbnb guest returned to his rental expecting a quiet night, only to find his hosts sitting in the pitch black around a single table, holding hands in a candlelit summoning circle. These accounts strip away our sense of security by invading the settings we trust most. They turn morgues and bed rents into places where our daily routines can no longer protect us. To understand how modern horror uses our trust in machines against us, we have to look at the official records in Oklahoma City. This skyline hides some of the most chilling technological anomalies on police record. In 2008, a frantic 911 call came from Sarah Martinez, who claimed she was trapped in a cold, dark room. Police rushed to the address and found Sarah dead inside, but the coroner determined she had been killed 3 hours before the call was placed. The phone company confirmed the call came from the landline inside the empty, locked house. We see similar anomalies in personal tech, like the high school student who found a clear 7-minute audio recording on a brand new, wiped school laptop. The file captured his mother and sister talking about their day, a conversation that took place 4 years before he even received the computer. Digital logs don't suffer from the lapses in memory or imagination that we use to dismiss traditional ghost stories. They present an objective, untempered record of an event that should be physically impossible. When machines capture the impossible, skeptics lose their most reliable tool. There is no easy way to blame a 911 server or a hard drive for having a hallucination. While audio and phone logs are unsettling, the ultimate evolution of digital folklore comes through raw visual proof captured by security cameras. In historic Charleston, South Carolina, a local bakery became the site of a haunting with a massive volume of visual evidence. The staff documented an escalation of events that challenged their understanding of physical space. The activity moved from simple occurrences, like toys levitating on shelves, to violent physical outbursts. Objects like quarters, batteries, and rings were frequently hurled from the upstairs loft with enough force to pelt customers during the lunch rush. After hearing a crash in the empty lobby, the owner checked the security cameras. The footage showed a Dr. Pepper can physically morphing out of a flat canvas painting on the wall. At the time, there was no Dr. Pepper stocked anywhere in the building. This wasn't a simple camera glitch. The can left behind a permanent physical hole in the painting where it had phased through the fabric. When visual proof displays a physics-defying event, it forces the viewer into a difficult position. You have to decide whether you can trust your own eyes, or if the world is far less stable than we like to believe. By combining corrupted safe spaces, technological glitches, and documented physical entities, the internet upgraded the urban legend into a documented phenomenon. Our ancient fears haven't gone away. We've simply traded oral tradition for smartphones, CCTV, and microphones, spreading these stories faster than ever before. When digital proof consistently contradicts the laws of physics, it creates a tension between our logic and the data appearing on our screens. The next time you experience an unexplained event, you won't just walk away. You'll pull out your phone and join this growing archive of folklore. By reaching for our cameras in the dark, we have all become contributors to the terrifying digital campfire.